I kind of alluded to this concept of class 4 fractures and how challenging that can be. Why? Because we have a disparity at the incisal edge. The way a veneer looks when it's done is a combination of the light properties of the porcelain and the underlying tooth. And now we're going to have a tooth that's going to have a big thick piece of porcelain on one half of the incisal edge, but underlying dentin on the other. There's no way to exactly mimic those light properties most of the time. So what are your choices to try to solve that so you don't get show through or get where you can see that fracture line through the veneer? The first thing to think about is you want to gradualize the changes in thickness of your ceramic. That always helps in creating better aesthetics. You want to do that when you transition from the occlusal to the facial on a posterior tooth, and you want to do it as you roll over a fracture or an incisal edge, because the more you gradualize that transition, so you have ceramic that's getting thicker, 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 and dentin that's getting thinner, 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 then it fools the eye. When you have a very abrupt transition, that's where you're going to get show through. So what you want to do with those class 4 fractures is you want to really start to increase your reduction as you approach the fracture line, the incisal edge. That'll help when doing solid like pressed restorations or milled restorations. One approach that's sort of being popularized right now is actually repair the prep using a very opaque composite, one where the composite actually mimics the opacity of the dentin, and so you're actually going to have now an ideal preparation form. Now you're going to veneer over your composite. So part of that's going to be what's your comfort zone on bonding a veneer to composite, having a veneer margin on composite. I will tell you honestly, I've heard it lectured about and taught multiple times. I haven't done any yet because I'm personally not comfortable with a restoration on a restoration because I was taught that in dental school and I can't undo that for some reason. But you know what? My sense is that the case is coming pretty soon in my future where I will try that because of the fact that it's conservative and you're going to get a nice aesthetic result. The solution right now that's my go-to solution is these are the veneers that I'm going to have hand-stacked powder liquid ceramics. Why? Because now the ceramist fixes my prep or replaces that class 4 corner with an opaque ceramic and now layers the rest of the ceramic as if they're veneering on top of that repair, but it's one piece of ceramic. And so that's an ideal way to fix a class 4.